Okay, today we're going to learn the halachas of eating the Afikomem, the time and the right way to do it. Okay, the Tur says in Tov Ayin Zayin, La'achar gmar kol ha'su'uda, oichli mimatzo ha'shmura tachas ha'mapa ba'achroina. At the end of the meal, we eat matzah that we kept for the Afikomem. Zeicher lePesach hanehechal ala soiva. Why we're doing the Afikomem? We're eating at Zeicher lePesach hanehechal ala soiva. The Pesach was supposed to be eaten not when you're hungry, because you have to eat it kederech b'nei melochim. You don't jump on the food when you're hungry. So that's why in time of Beis Hamikdash you brought korban chagiga with the Pesach. You ate the korban chagiga as eating the meal, and then after that came the Pesach that you're not so hungry. You already ate some from the korban chagiga. Same thing now. We're eating. We don't have korban Pesach, but we're eating the matzah zecher the korban Pesach. That's why we cannot eat it when we're hungry. That's why it's come at the end of the meal. And it says over here, v'lo yivarech olav, meaning you cannot make a bracha ala zevach or korban Pesach, because it's not korban, it's just a matzah zecher the korban. V'yezoyer le'oichloi kodem chatzos. The Tur says over here he's very careful with his lashon. He didn't say osur lechel ochel chatzos, v'yezoyer le'ochel kodem chatzos. Be careful. The reason says be careful. It's a machlokes starts from Tanoim, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Rabbi Akiva. By what time you have to finish the korban Pesach, eating the korban Pesach, till chatzos or till alois. So that's why he says we have. The Beis Yosef goes through it. We have Stam Mishnah Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, then we have Stam Mishnah Rabbi Akiva. So it could be. We're not sure like who the halacha. That's why he uses the lashon v'yezoyer le'ochel kodem chatzos. There's the Rambam pasken like Rabbi Akiva that you could eat it till the morning. That's why he said the lashon v'yezoyer le'ochel kodem chatzos. Okay, so let's talk about first of all about this chatzos business. That's also the lashon of the mechaber. He says v'yezoyer le'ochel kodem chatzos. Again, just to be yotze with the shita of Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, they have to finish it before Chatzos Korban Pesach. I mean, and the matzah is zecher l'korban, have to finish it the same time. Or the Beis Yosef bring, even according to Rabbi Akiva, maybe it would be maskim mitzad ha'archoke, not to go all the way to the wire to finish it before Chatzos. That would be already mitzad ha'archoke al kolpani mitzad the opinion of Rabbi Akiva. That's why it says v'yizor. Then the Ramo adds. V'yagdim atzmoi shegam halal yikro kodem chatzos. Not only you should finish the matzah Afikomem before chatzos, even the halal. I know some people are not so careful with this. They're going, they're eating the matzah, the Afikomem even after chatzos. They're relying on the sheet of the Rambam, or sheet of the Rabbi Akiva, that you're going to after chatzos. However, the Mishnah Berurah brings that al kol panim he said, be careful to eat at least the first kazais of the night before chatzos. And he says, if you don't do that, he says, don't say the bracha al achilas matzah. If somebody, the shlepper, or for whatever reason, he ate his first kazais of Leila Seder after chatzos, he says you should not say al achilas matzah, because maybe you're not doing the mitzvah right. He says maybe that's not the zman after chatzos. That's what he paskin over there. Akoponim, like I said, there's two. You could see the vitamin hogim. Some people know even on the first night to go even after chatzos. Minhag Chabad is to do the first night. They're careful, like the Tur says, and like the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramo. The first night they do it before chatzos. The second night they're not anymore careful, and they go even after chatzos. Okay, so that's regarding the zman of. Then he says like this. The Beis Yosef brings him the rokeach. Kosav rokeach. Shelo yiyeh loy achilas Afikomem letoirach. By many people already coming to Afikomem, it's already a big burden. You already ate so much. The Omar ben Nozir Davchav Gimel ochal matzah l'shem achila gaso olav neemar upoishim yikosh lobam. So the MS is the Bach points out the Gemara over there does not talk about achilas matzah. The Gemara talks about the achilas Pesach. He means to say today we eat the matzah Zeicher LePesach, the same idea. So here's the Gemara. It's important. I'm going to quote the Gemara and the Tosfos to understand how the right way to eat Afikomem. The Gemara brings over there again the Nozid of Chafalef and Aleph. Ma'idich siv ki yeshorim darche Hashem v'tzadikim yelchu bom u'poishim yikoshlu bom moshel l'shnei b'nei Adam shetzolu es pischayim. Two people in the time by Samigdash they roasted the Korban Pesach. Echad achol l'Hashem mitzvah. One of them ate l'Hashem mitzvah. Ve'echad achol l'Hashem achilo gasa. Meaning achila gasa, meaning you don't have any more taiva to eat it. You just meaning it's already pushing himself. It's Hashem. It's okay. You're right. You could argue the lashon. Get the lashon of the Gemara. L'Hashem achila. Zeh she'achol l'Hashem mitzvah v'tzadikim yelchu bom. V'zeh she'achol l'Hashem achila gasa pushing mikosh l'bom. That we eat it with the appetite. He's tzadikim yelchu bom. Then the one which has just pushed himself to eat it because he already was full from korban chagiga, from other food he ate. It's pushing me kosh levam. The Tosfos, yes.
The Shem Achila Gaz, like he did it to beat Grub, like he did
No, it's not the Shem. That's how he ate it lamaisa. Meaning he didn't have a taiva for it. It wasn't Lashem mitzvah. I know what you mean. It didn't mean to do Lashem, but that's he's not the kavanah. The behavior was like this. Not the kavanah. The kavanah was not Lashem, but the behavior was the way you ate it, the way you conducted yourself. You didn't plan well. The Tosfos.
You may think the opposite, Rabbi.
Yeah. The tzaddik l'shem shamayim, like Bashal Ashud, it's more hecher because you're not hungry. So very good. So we'll read the Tosfos. We're going to get the idea what it means. The Tosfos says like this. It says the Gemara asks after that, right? The Omar le Resh Lakish Hay Rosh Koris Lei Poshim Mikoslomam Nehi the Lo Ka'ovid Mitzvah Min HaMuvchar Pesach Mia Ka'ovid. Another Moshel, the Tosfos, he goes on this Resh Lakish. Okay, he didn't do the mitzvah the ideal way, but mitzvah ka'avid, he ate Korban Pesach. How could you say poshim for doing mitzvah as a posheya? So the Tosfos says, mashma, da achila gaso shmo achila. L'choir, according to this mashma, Resh Lakish saying, okay, he didn't do mitzvah min muvchar, but he still did the mitzvah. L'choir mashma from this Gemara, achila gasa shmo achila. And that's a problem. Why? Because the Beperek Basa the Yuma, Kamrin and Oichel, achila gasa b'yom kippurim potur, delo shmo achila. Meaning like this, how could you eat by Yom Kippur practically achila gasa? Very simple. After you ate your Suda Mafsekes, you ate so much, you hardly could move or breathe. You come to Kol Nidrei, and after it's darkened, Yom Kippur, you don't want to look at food, you have no yitzhara to eat, but you ate achila gasa, you don't want to eat. The Gemara says potter. Why? It's lav shma achila. It's not achila. Achila gasa is lav shma achila. So from here, mashma from Resh Lakish, achila gasa shma achila mitzvah ka'ovid. The Gemara says. So the Tosfos answer v'omer Rabbeinu Tam. The trei in yona achilas gasas yesh, and it's very practical for Pesach. This Rabbeinu Tam. Vahu de yoma kagon shenafsha kotza ba'achila. Maseches Yoma, when we say when you ate achila gasa right after Kol Nidre, when it's already Yom Kippur, and the potur when he ate so much, it's achila gasa nafsha kotza. He doesn't want to eat. He's despised of any food now. He despises it because he's not hungry at all. He's full. He's overfull. So he says that kol achila gasa miroiv soiva. He's so full that he by him it's nafsha katza ba'achila. He doesn't want to eat. Then it's potur. V'hacha in Maseches Nozer when we call him poishim, and then Resh Lakish says no, but he did a mitzvah lamaiseh. V'hacha she'en nafsha kotza elashona roiv lechol letei. So it comes out there's three madreges in achila. One you have taiva to eat. That's why we say Erev Pesach we don't eat a lot. To come to an appetite that's the highest level of achila. The mitzvah, not because you're hungry, that you do the mitzvah with a lot of taiva. The mitzvah. Then the second madrega that you ate enough and you don't want to eat, but you could push more. It's not nafsha loy kotza b'achila. That's a mitzvah. It's not ideal way. It's according to the poishim. No, the Gemara master choizer from the word posheya. It's not called posheya because the Gemara brings another example for it. But lamaisa, it's not anymore ideal way. But then with nafsha kotza completely, you don't want to eat. You're so full. That's mamash an aveira. That's mamash already. You're not doing the mitzvah. Okay. So according to this, very practical on Pesach. Yeah, we're hungry the whole day. You cannot eat this, you cannot eat that. We're hungry the whole day. We're coming to Pesach. We're eating the kazayas matzah at the oven. Then we're waiting, and the little over here, a little karpas, a little this, a little that. You come to the Shulchan Aruch. Some people eat already enough to be hungry the whole day. We eat, and then sometimes you don't make a good planning for your eating. Comes the Afikomem, it could be too madreges. Either bechalal all of latoyrach, that's the lotion of the rekeach, the achila. All of latoyrach, meaning it's not kotzon nafsho, but it's already a burden. You rather not eat it. He says that they call it poishim mikosh lebam. Even though you could argue the Gemara changes the Gemara, then the Gemara says the Gemara rejects the Gemara, this opinion. But mashma, it's not ideal. It's not aver. It's not ideal. But then there is an achila that you're not yotzu with achila Afikomem. If you're so full that nafsha kotza ba'achila, like the example of Maseches Yoma L'gaba Yom Kippur, you're not doing a mitzvah at all. So according to this, that they're very careful on Pesach before we go to the Afikomem to plan the meal well. That's why it's called seder. There's a whole seder of it. If you have no management skills, how you eat comes to Afikomem, you're not doing the mitzvah at all. If it's achila gasa. So even furthermore, you should not be not latoyrachim, and you should have some taiva, a little bit, not like the first kazayis, obviously, to eat the Afikomem. Then you're doing the mitzvah ideally, and that's what it's interesting. In Tov Ayin Vav, one parak before this parak, it's Tov Ayin Zayin. The Torah says v'ochlim kol tzorkom, and we eat the. And the Shulchan Aruch doesn't bring this lashon, but the Tur brings this lashon. The Rebbe mentioned other sforim that they mentioning this lashon ochlim kol tzorkom. So in his sefer, the Rebbe said on Agoda Shel Pesach, he mentioned more mekoros, the Priyetz Chaim, the Yavets bring this lashon ochlim kol. So he says the lashon of the Tur ochlim kol tzorkom is teaching us two things. He says like this: Aleph sheyochal dei tzorkoi. It's mamash the way it's Afikomem. It's like walking between the raindrops. From one side, you cannot eat the Afikomem when you're hungry because zecher lePesach, and you have to eat the Afikomem ala soiva. Time of Beis Hamikdash, you ate chagiga, so now the meal is like filling ourselves with the chagiga, the meal, not to eat the Pesach when you're hungry. The matzah, you cannot eat the Afikomem when you're hungry because zecher lekorban Pesach, nechal ala soiva. You have to be severe, satiated, yeah. And he says, but the other thing is ochlim kol tzorka. He says, shelo yichal yoyser megdei tzorkoi. That's why the Torah says about the kol tzorka, but not the yoyser, because if you're going to eat too much, the achila Afikomem is going to be achila gasa. Either too madreges, either you're bechal not hungry, it's la toyrach, or bechal achila gasa. You mamash have to push yourself, then it's bechal not a mitzvah. So it's important to eat the like I said, the Afikomem before you come to Afikomem, not to eat too much. So anybody has a lot of guests on Pesach, you could tell them this halacha before, that this way they tell them, I'm not giving you a lot of food on Pesach because you have to eat the Afikomem, not when you're super full, not when you're hungry. So we have to. Okay, it's interesting. Legabe achila of the Afikomem, the levush brings.
The only problem is the first night. Second night, you can just wait 2 hours.
Very, very good. So I thought about interesting. I didn't want to talk about this. So you mentioned I was going to say Lamaisa comes out like this. What happens? Somebody on the first night, he's so full that he cannot. Bahim is achila gasa. So I would tell him maybe wait, but if he's going to wait, he's going to miss chatzos. What he should do Lamaisa then? Do it before chatzos. Do achila gasa, or wait a little bit. After chatzos should not be achila gasa. L'choyre should wait till after chatzos, because chatzos. The whole thing is not korban pesach doch even. We want to do the mitzvah the rabbanon of eating the Afikomem. If you eat it machmir like Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah before chatzos, and it's achila gasa, you're not doing any mitzvah. It's achila gasa. Even Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah will tell you not doing a mitzvah. So why are you rushing to do like him? He will tell you also it's not achila. It's achila gasa. So the choir should wait after chatzos, because there's a opinion of Rabbi Akiva you could do till alois, and Rambam paskin like this. If somebody feels that before chatzos he could do Afikomem, but there's achila gasa going to be, the choir should wait, do it later. This way it won't be achila gasa. At least it's makayim the mitzvah the rabbanon according to Rabbi Akiva, according to Psak Rambam. It's okay. Again, lagabe achila of the Afikomem. So the Levush bring up here a few reasons. He says what we're eating the Afikomem at the end. He says v'lo b'shach hasuda einem shum sheisher tam Pesach matzah befiv. In time of Beis Hamikdash, she wanted to finish the meal with the time of Pesach. Now it's time of the Afikomem. Voy tam acher k'dei shelo yovo the shviras etzem. The reason we're eating the Afikomem at the end, because if time of Beis Hamikdash, when they ate the Korban Pesach, if they would be hungry, why is explained the mitzvah in Torah? Why you have to eat that ala soiva? Because there's a mitzvah of etzem loisish beruboy. You should not break a bone. If you're hungry, you might break a bone, chew on the bone because it's still hungry. When you're not hungry, you're doing in a royalty fashion. You're not hungry, you're eating, you're tasting it. You're not going to shover etzem. That's why they said they have to eat the Afikomem, the Korban Pesach at the end. You're not going to come to shviras etzem. Now also we have to eat it in such a way not to come. Again, it's not shaykh shviras etzem by a matzah, but the idea of Korban Pesach we're doing lezecha remains. Yeah. And the other thing says like this: "Ubilvad shelo yesavei actually bo kotzbo shezo achila gaso v'olam leposhim yikosh lebom." So mashma from the levush over here that the pshat in the Gemara poshim yikosh lebom remains, even though the Gemara refutes that reason. If it's achila gasa, it remains there. What the Gemara refutes if it's not achila gasa completely, but if it's achila gasa, it is going to be poshim yikosh lebom. So lemaisa, we should try to eat the Afikomem before chatzos, and we should plan the meal in such a way that it's not achila gasa, achila Afikomem. And I didn't tell you the other part of it. Some recommend two kazeisim. The Mogen Avram brings on the Maharil zecher lekorban pesach, and then says zecher. That's the one opinion. We're eating it zecher lematzah and acheles in pesach. I was never mekayim this mitzvah such a behidr, two kazaisim, but the one kazais at least we should do it right, and if you're able to, you should do two kazaisim, zecher a korban pesach, a matzah and a cheles ima pesach. Okay, shkoyach.